Hey, lucky you.
I always sing to my parents. Like I was from school, you know, singing notebook. You go and learn songs, come home, and then I'll sing to my mom.
Ah.
Because I was a mommy's boy, so.
Okay. You used to sing for her.
So
then I'm sure she also thought that you'd become a musician.
Musician, yeah. And then, you know, she saw a lot of things in me. You know, when they used to travel, sometimes around the border, you know, they had to hide their money, and because people will collect their money, so they had to put their money in my diaper.
In your diaper? Your mom used to hide money in your diaper.
So one day, a woman saw her, and then she saw her putting the money in my diaper, and she said, Oba with your baby skinny.
And you're actually a rich man now.
I'm trying.
But it looks like your life was cut out for you, sort of. But let's talk about, and you saw my tweet. I was watching you the whole time during the World Cup. And then, I think, was it our last but one game, when you were in the studio, because you were pundits for Supersport. So you were in the studio and you couldn't even stay put. You were going up and down. What was happening to you?
I'm passionate. I'm very passionate about everything. Not everything when it comes to football.
Okay.
You know, I'm the jovial type. I can make people laugh and do a lot of stuff. Sometimes people see me and they say, well, you're serious. You know, but when it comes to football, I don't joke.
Play with it.
I don't play with football because football is my life. Football made me who I am today. You know, so sometimes people say, wait there, it's not serious. See me dancing and stuff. You know, but why would I wake up and go and run at the beach and then come and joke? I don't joke with
If you score, you must dance.
Yeah, you know, sometimes football is passion. Like people get passionate about football, but when you score a goal, just give them something to talk about. It's not about every time changing.
And yours was dancing.
You have to make people happy.
Oh, I see. so everybody was always looking forward to you scoring because we knew that Anya dance there will get it on the pitch.
And that is what brings the positive energy. When you are going to the field and people are like, Asamoah Gyan Shego non samae. So that positive energy follows you.
Yeah.
And that energy. Yeah, so somebody pray for me to just call to dance for the person to be happy.
Yeah.
So,
do you miss those moments? Do you miss playing football like constantly, scoring, getting people excited?
Yeah, I miss playing football, but you know, in life you can't do sports, especially sports. You can't do sports forever.
Yeah.
You know, there'll be a time you have to give the younger ones coming. You have to just give them the chance to do it. But Asamoah Gyan remains Asamoah Gyan.
Oh, you can't be replaced. Baby Jets for life. We'll talk about the younger ones, but let's talk about your highest moment in football. Like, what's been that moment that you're like, oh, this is it. This is really what has made me who I am today.
I think my first call-up, to the national team, when I was 17 years, you know, 2003. So.
17 years? You're already in the senior team?
Yeah.
Oh,
after a cracker.
Straight to...
Following year, I was in the national team.
That must have felt really good.
Yeah. So my first call-up was like, I used to speak to my brother. My brother was already up there. He was playing for the national team. And then one day, he saw the list, and then he called me from abroad. He said, so you are in camp with me? And I said, Nankauni.
Why? What was he expecting?
Like that age, you know? So he was like, hey, so you're coming to the Black Stars with me?
Yeah.
And I said, Nanka. So like we met in the camp, and then obviously it was my roommate.
Oh, your brother was your roommate. Did he bully you?
No, I was the last born, so I have to show my last baby thing there.
So
sometimes we get to the room like 2 beds, separate bed, and then I look at the good one.
And you choose that one? And he doesn't kick you off? No, but he's a senior one at that point.
Just a call. I'll call my mom.
So you were bullying as well? But that's not fair.
I was a bully.
But when you were called to the team, who were some of the senior players who were on already?
Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien.
They were all there already?
Yeah, they were there. Samuel Sekufuor, John Mensah.
Yeah.
You know.
What was it like gelling with them?
You know, I was the funny type. I was the jovial one, you know, so I just make them laugh. You know, so every time they want to see me around. And then when I get to the field, I deliver.
Yeah.
It's not like, you understand?
Yeah.
So that was how I came to win them. People came to like me because I'm the jovial type. You might think, wait there. But when we get to the field, I'll just do my job.
You're one of those students. So you play with everybody, and then when you get into the exam hall, you score.
Pa.
Unisubay. And you also the Jama leader, literally. Like every time you guys were in the bus, in the changing room, you're always the one leading the Jama.
Yeah. The Jama, Zuzi. The Jama thing, it came naturally.
Naturally.
Yeah, naturally. Sometimes, this Wulomo, the guns, when they are singing, I just listen to them.
What's your favorite Wulomo song?
Agosi Asewa.
Let's sing it.
Agosi Asewa. That one. So,
but why did you stop? Sing it for us.
Oh, yeah.
But what has been your lowest moment in your career?
Lowest moment, I think in 2008. Yeah, AFCON. The one Ghana hosted in 2008. Yeah, I think so.
Why was that your lowest?
There was a game against Namibia. Statistically, we were ahead. Ghanaians thought we were going to beat them like 20-0. So we went there, and it was one of those days. I wasn't lucky. I think I was one of the best players on the field, but I wasn't lucky. There was one opportunity that it was at an acute angle. The goalkeeper fumbled, and then the ball dropped. And it was an acute angle, but the goalkeeper was out. So I just hit the ball, and the ball went wide.
And that was it.
The following day,
What happened?
That was the first time I experienced that criticism. And that was in a game that we won.
We won.
We won. Junior Gogo scored 1-0.
And you were so heavily criticized for it.
So they were just insulting, like it was bad. It was really bad. So my mom called me the following morning. If you could hear, you heard about that story. Like I threatened to leave the camp and those things. Yeah. So my mom called me crying, and I also just, I'm mommy's boy.
Yeah, she couldn't take it.
Yeah, so I just went off.
So it was because of hair, that's why?
Yep.
But how did you handle all the negativity? And how do you and your colleagues handle it?
That was when, it made me a strong guy. It made me strong, because all my life, I stood out like since childhood. Everything was like there. So 2008, that was the first time I had that criticism. So the thing hit me. So that was how I developed that thick skin.
So anything that came afterwards, it didn't shake you?
Nah.
You know where I'm going to, right?
Nah.
It didn't shake you at all? So by the time, and I know that's something that Ghanaians kept talking about constantly, that penalty kick in the Ghana-Uruguay game. I mean, for you, and if it's personal, I would accept it and move on if you don't want to talk about it.
No, you can talk about it.
But when
it's been 12 years. Every interview I just come across it, so don't worry.
When you missed, it's not even you, but I'll get to that. But when you missed that penalty and the kind of comments that came afterwards, and constantly for 12 years, I mean, whenever even there's an economic problem, they say it's because Asamoah Gyan missed a penalty. Did it not upset you that, you see, you're such a fantastic player, and I'm not even patronizing you. I believe you all agree with me, right? You literally carried the nation on your back. At every point, you would score and make sure you deliver so that we can move ahead. And then all of a sudden, because you didn't get one shot right, everything turned. Did it not upset you?
Can I make one example?
Okay.
Who do you see?
Asamoah Gyan.
I'm at the top, right?
Yeah.
So you talk about me.
Now, during this World Cup, it looked as if all the criticism shifted from you to another player all of a sudden. All of a sudden. I mean, I don't know how players manage this, but I always say that if I was a football player, I don't think I can survive. And I remember I posted a tweet and I said, I think we're being a bit too harsh at our players. Yes, we're expectant of, winning a game, but it didn't happen. But to make such vile statements against players who are killing themselves to deliver for the nation, how did you feel about what was also being done to the DIU, even to the IU brothers and all the Black Star players?
I said it on SuperSport. I had to be in his shoes because I've been there. I've been there before, and you know, not about the criticisms, you know, but him personally. You know, when you feel like you let your colleagues down, or you feel like you let the whole of Africa down.
Yeah.
That not about the insult.
Okay.
You know, because in this modern Ghana or in this modern world, this generation, it's all about bet. Obi akucha bet.